Enemy machine gun, sighted. Use that first aid. Here, first aid.
What's up YouTube, and welcome to Savage Intel. In this video we will look at 8 reasons why Operations is one of the best game modes in the Battlefield 1 franchise. Operations, beautifully adapted for Battlefield's World War I scene, quickly developed a hardcore fan base for several reasons, and in this video we will be taking a look at the most prominent ones. In the confines of Battlefield 1's historical gameplay, Operation offers one of the best large-scale multiplayer experiences. If you are someone that loves battles on a grand scale, then Operations is your cup of tea. It offers you a fast-paced World War I arcade simulator. The sheer scale and the number of players in this all-out war creates creative and exciting ways of achieving your objectives. Sometimes you will need to think outside the box and make quick decisions to change the course of an engagement and eventually the game. For example, if you manage to flank an enemy position, you will have to make quick decisions on the best course of action before being discovered by enemy forces. This could be the difference in making enemy defenses crumble or halting an unstoppable advancing force. Operations can leave you feeling like a hero, deserving a medal for your valiant and brave efforts. Another reason why Operations is its strategic value.
We have taken objective apples.
As with all games and game modes, there are certain styles of playing that must be understood in order to complete given objectives. For example, in Overwatch or Heroes of the Storm, you are required to work as a team to move a car to checkpoints or capture and defend a checkpoint. You need to select characters that complements your team build in order to gain the advantage and swiftly take out the enemy. In both of these games are strategies that will give you an advantage over your opponents.
I'm on fire.
Operations is no exception to this rule. In order to win, you and hopefully your team need to understand in detail how the game works. Next, you need to understand what will benefit your team, such as what class, gadgets and weapons will suit my combat style and give my squad and team an advantage. You also need to consider what vehicles will be best to make the enemy bleed. Except for your choices, you need to understand the map and its layout. Chances of winning are better if you are aware of what positions and flags are easier to attack or defend, what fortifications have which areas in their line of sight, and where are the flanking routes. For example, you need to know where to find heavy machine guns, field guns and anti-aircraft guns that may aid you and your team. You also need to be aware of good places to take cover from bombs and bullets. Knowing or spotting flanking routes or seeking a weak defended area can count considerably in your favor if you can exploit them successfully. It is also important to be able to read a game as it progresses. This is an important feature in all games and is usually only attained out of a lot of experience. You need to be aware of what is taking place on the battle. You have to look on the map where reinforcements are needed, what class or vehicle would suit the next phase of the battle and which area you should attack, defend or counter-attack. Sometimes in operations, two flags will switch several times in a sector. The attackers will capture flag A and move to flag B. This gives the defenders the opportunity to counter-attack while the attackers are distracted at flag B. Then again, the attackers will advance to flag A and the defenders will retake flag B. This could continue for a while and it costs the attackers tickets which they desperately need to win the overall game. Great play for the defenders though. That is why you need to read the game knowing where to attack and where to defend. Where strategy is involved to obtain victory, team coordination is a big part of the game. In most games, teams are an integrated part of the game. The same is true about Battlefield. However, Battlefield emphasizes in most game modes on squads. A squad is a team divided into groups of 5. A squad has a team leader that gives orders to the soldiers such as where to go and what objectives to take. Squads that function as a well-coordinated system can make or break a game. Even a single or few good squads can lead their team to victory. Unlike most Battlefield game modes, victory in operations requires more than a few squads to accomplish its objectives. In fact, the entire team's efforts are needed to beat the enemy. Therefore, support from the entire team is very important. The team needs to be aware of which flags should be captured at what time. This is where squads, especially squad leaders, need to coordinate the team's objectives by issuing attack or defend orders on flags. Attackers need to coordinate its assault to capture flags simultaneously or to capture a flag and defend it, while the rest of the team dashes to the other flags. Defenders need to coordinate reinforcements or a counterattack on already captured flags at the right moment. Failure to work as an organized team will lead to the loss of a sector, so a team full of snipers sniping from the hills is an indication that you may not be part of a great team. When strategy and great balanced teams meet, you usually get intensive gameplay.
Artillerie ennemie en vue!
If this mode should have a slogan, it should be for the attackers, victory no matter the cost, and for the defenders, it should be make him pay in blood for every inch of ground. In operations, there is always intensive action when balanced teams fight over flags and sectors. Your palms get sweaty when you are at that stage of the game where you are fighting for a flag before the tickets are depleted and the wave is lost. You know you need that sector before the wave is depleted, and losing it means your chances of winning the campaign will decrease drastically. As you make your final push towards the last flag, the dramatic music sets in and you see the tickets are depleting fast with only 40 spawns left. It gets very nerve-wracking when you have less than 15 spawns left and you and the enemy is in a heart-pounding deadlock over the flag. Relief finally comes when the enemy is given a bloody nose and their forces are in full retreat. Even if taking the next sector is out of the question, at last you have significantly improved your chances of winning the overall match. Another instance of fierce fighting is when a flag turns into a dramatic stalemate. This is when you are fighting for a flag and the enemy also got his sights on that exact objective. Essentially, this objective is very important for both teams, so you and your team fights extra hard for that flag. The enemy, knowing the importance of stopping the wave or ending the game, also contributes his best effort to stop the advance. The fighting for this contested area see escalations of counter-attacks from both sides. As teams enter the radius of the capture area, trenches or towns from both sides, this fighting results into very intensive close quarter combat. Melee combat becomes common as there is no time to reload weapons. It becomes as scenic as the Battlefield 1 cinematic trailers itself. As soon as one team has annexed the position, another assault from the enemy is inbound. The fighting continues for a while and feels intense as well as exciting. This is very intense, especially when it is the last flag to end the map in victory or defeat. Last but not least, we have what we get out of operations. The best way to earn massive chunks of XP in Battlefield 1 is by playing Operations and Conquest. This is largely because of the flag capturing mechanism in Battlefield, so playing the objectives will earn you a ton of XP. However, this varies according to your game style and if your team wins or loses. On a good day in Operations, winning or losing can grant you a whopping 2.5 XP multiplier. In Conquest, you receive only a 1.5 XP multiplier if you do manage to win. Just keep in mind you can play 3 Conquest maps in the time it takes to complete one Operations match. What counts in Operations favor is the amount of experience you will receive because of the number of players, respawns, and the duration of the game. There is a lot of kill potential in a single game, which translates to experience. You can rack up massive scores just by performing your duty, such as healing and resupplying ammo, and of course doing a ton of damage to the enemy team. However, if you are losing badly, the XP you gained will not be that much, but the same goes for other modes as well. Keep in mind that XP gained from the first map in Operations does not cross over to the second map. You will keep your XP even if you quit halfway through. Your statistics will be reset on the second map. Instead, the game adds your complete score at the end of the map. Please remember to stick until the end of the game to be awarded that XP multiplier bonus, even if it's looking bad for your team. Besides the enormous XP, Operations is excellent for completing service assignments and medals or unlocking weapons. It is easier to do so because of the concentrated action and the length of a single map. The chances are good that you will get enough kills with a specific gun or gadget in a single map. Operations make it especially easy for those assignments, medals, and unlocks where you must finish a challenge in a single round. With waves of enemies, those difficult challenges are easily completed in a match compared to other game modes such as Conquest and Rush. Hell, you will be able to complete several tasks in one map on Operations. One last thing that was recently introduced is the Operations Battle Pack. You can get an extra battle pack by completing an Operations event alongside your normal battle pack. Operation events bundle 2 operation campaigns in a single event. In order to get a battle pack, you need to earn 25,000 XP points per operation match. Once you have accumulated enough points, you will receive a battle pack that contains skins and melee weapon parts. The aim of these Operation Battle Packs is to give players an opportunity to collect more skins and melee weapons. After you get a battle pack, the points will reset and you will get a chance to win a second battle pack. You can receive 2 Operation Battle Packs per day for 2 weeks. All you need to do is play Operations. This is where I'm going to finish off this video. Do you agree with these points? Please share your reasons for liking Operations in the comment section below. I really suggest trying out Operations if you have not played it before, or revisiting the mode if you have not played it in a while. Thanks for watching this video, and if you like it, please give a yay. Subscribe if you want to see more content coming your way. Remember to stay savage.